You might want to wear gloves while handling this. It's, let's just say I didn't wash my hands.
$50. Also, you have to let me suck your dick.
What? What? So this is a review and it's under 2 minutes long. So this is going to be like zero punctuation, but without pausing for breath, if that's possible.
You're not a million miles off. I need to give you some backstory for this.
Oh God.
So I was looking around for stuff to use as white noise, because occasionally I put Let's Plays on as white noise, and then I accidentally stumbled across this. And you know that scene in American Psycho where he has to where Jason Bateman has to pretend that he's doing work because the police are interviewing people, but he's sort of touched that all he can think to do is pretend that he's on the phone giving fashion advice.
Now, John, you've got to wear clothes in proportion to your physique. There are definite do's and don'ts, good buddy, of wearing a bold striped shirt.
Yeah.
It's like someone personified that into a YouTube channel. So this was a public access show in America, like back in the 80s and 90s. Mm-hmm. And then they taught, it was called Flights of Fantasy, and they did game reviews and film reviews. And then for some reason they decided to take all of the reviews, or like everything that they had the footage of, and upload it to YouTube. But for some reason they changed the name. Would you care to take a name what they changed the name to?
Name of the show?
Yeah, you'll never guess what they changed the name to.
Could be almost anything.
Well,
Two best friends play? Oh no, that's taken. Three best friends play.
Okay, no, here's a hint. Like, here's the acronym.
Oh, here's a hint. Like a 6-word acronym.
Yeah, here's the acronym. Would you care to guess what this acronym stands for? Like, you'll never guess. Here's a hint. It's political.
Girls in Tucson cite Yeltsin?
Sadly not. Okay, so they changed the name from Flights of Fantasy to Gaming in the Clinton Years.
Oh, God. This is going to get taken down quick.
Oh no, they've got over 1,000 videos. But also, they picked the creepiest fucking intro music. I'm just
Joe
like...
Biden speech?
We're going to get to the intro we're going to get to the actual review in a second, but I'm going to let this speak for itself.
I thought you said, we're going to get to the intro in a second. What is this? Like, we'll watch the intro, then we'll watch the second intro. Is this like, not Mass Effect, Metal Gear Solid, where there's always like two intros?
They actually do have two intros, because I could show you the public access intro, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the Gaming the Clinton Years intro. But
I made so much money, I have 2 different logos for my company.
Thanks, Tommy Wiseau. I'll be honest, this is like the room of video game review channels, though. But, okay, we're going to get to the actual reviews in a second, but first, I need to let this intro speak for itself. See, I have several questions there. Chief among them being, why the fuck did you name the show Gaming in the Clinton Years?
Do they spend a lot of time in the library at school, or...?
It's just like, I love this creepy fucking MS Paint picture, and then the transition into the real one.
What they've probably done is stenciled over it in some program. Like an actual picture of them.
I mean, probably, but again, the question is, why? Is he in this?
I don't know.
Is Bill Clinton going to come on and give us his opinions on Battletoads?
No, they wouldn't have him on. He'd tried to record scene and he'd just blow it.
Oh, God. Also, like, it's the creepiest fucking intro song. Like, I had to look this up and find it. It's from a game called, it's like The Dark Tower or The Dark Shadow or something. But, like, I love this music just because it makes it sound like... It's the kind of music that you get in an independent B-movie, where, like, you're seeing stuff from the serial killer's point of view. Oh, yeah. He's running around like fucking Bill Clinton's about to bust a fire axe in someone.
He's going to bust something in someone.
Oh, God, how's that syphilis treating you, Hillary?
Oh, jeez. We're going to get demonetized for all this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Anyway, I should just warn you before we start watching the actual reviews, by the way, that the guy they have doing the reviews holds Donkey Kong Country as like the benchmark for all video games.
Oh god. Is that is like pinnacle game?
Yes.
Does this mean that Pong is below it?
The ape is back in his first action game ever, Donkey Kong Country. What makes this game so remarkable is that it's the first game created with fully rendered graphics. The animation of everything in the game, as well as all the backgrounds, were created with rendering techniques on the Silicon Graphics computers. The game has endless thrills and is certainly destined for greatness. The music also adds a lot to the game. Play it loud and stereo, dude! You can buy the music on CD from Nintendo if your Nintendo isn't hooked up to a stereo system. Cranky Kong remembers music in the old days, but Donkey Kong is truly with the times, so to speak. His music is great for listening. Just pause the game to hear the music without the game's sound effects. These features and so much more make Donkey Kong Country the game of the decade.
So first of all, what was up with that play it in stereo, dude?
Wait, maybe it's the 90s kid.
Oh god. I just love the fact that he's obsessed with Silicon Graphics computers as well. Anything you'd like to add here?
So he is a bit like Zero Punctuation, except with less energy and more passion, if that's possible.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like in between Critical and Zero Punctuation.
Oh, God. I just love the fact that he keeps on going off on wild tangents in the middle of the reviews. You can get the stereo, pause the game to listen to it without the sound effects. Like, I feel like this is a pretty good benchmark for what his reviews are like. But, like, saying that would be a complete lie, because it's not. Because his reviews vary wildly in quality.
I thought you were going to say, this is when he was saying, he starts to get a mental breakdown when he goes to Tropical Freeze.
No, his mental breakdown comes when he starts comparing Mario 64 to Resident Evil. It's like,
think about it, he's a bit like Civvy with less tangents.
He's like a child in a candy shop.
What, he just still counts as one?
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, God. What was it with that tangent about Cranky Kong remembers music, but Donkey Kong is with the times? Like, his tangent... Anyway... So I watched about 60 of these reviews just to
60?
I watched 60 of them just to get a feel for what the channel's like. And I feel like I got a pretty good idea. So he goes off on wild tangents in the middle of his reviews. Sometimes he just forgets to review the game that he's on and starts reviewing another game in the middle.
But does he open the game before the review?
Yes.
Oh, good. And the fire alarm isn't going off?
Nope.
Oh, so he's better than Phil.
And then sometimes he doesn't even review the game. He just starts giving people tutorials for the first few levels, but presents it as a review.
And the first level is inside Stanley Ipkiss's apartment building. Run to the right, fall down a hole, then bust a hole in the floor where the crack is by pressing X. Fall down the hole and get a gem, and then jump back to the upper level by pressing up and B. Run down this hall and skid the rest of the way, watching out for flying cats and other funkiness.
His Toy Story one's fucking brilliant though, because he just goes off on a wild tangential rant about Silicon Graphics computers. Just like his Toy Story video might have like the greatest intro to any fucking review I've seen though, just because of
Does he just stop playing the Alabama song or something?
No, it's like the man has ADD because he just goes off on the most tangential point that you wouldn't think of when you start reviewing a SNES game.
The first Super Nintendo game ever from Disney Interactive is Toy Story. When you pop in this game, the first thing you notice is the poor etching on Woody.
What? Really? The poor etching on Woody is the first thing he comes out about.
Yes. Okay. And then he just goes off into this long tangential rant about Silicon Graphics computers, and it's like...
And is this the equivalent of, like, in today's day, when the new Paper Mario comes out, someone's saying, oh, come on, Nintendo, this game's broken. And well, how is it broken? We see, if I do these 5 frame-perfect jumps, which are also pixel-perfect, I can get out of bounds. Well, yeah, it's very hard to put in a game. But you see, you can just get out of bounds so easily. But he just says, like, 5 pixel-perfect jumps. Yeah, easy.
I'd say this is more the equivalent of when Civvy starts pulling up the fact that like the models are incomplete in games.
Fucking wrong! The Toy Story movie was done with Silicon Graphics computers, and the instruction booklet says the game's graphics were created with the same 3D computer models that were used in the making of the blockbuster movie. We don't know, however, if the game actually used Silicon Graphics computers. If SGI computers were involved, we suspect they were only used for character animation, because the backgrounds do not have the detailed quality graphics of Donkey Kong Country. As any good devoted game player knows, Donkey Kong Country was created with Silicon Graphics computers and doesn't have edging problems. What's even more strange is that Woody is the only character with edging problems. All the other characters look great.
Are you following this so far? We're like 60 seconds in, and he's just
Do I need to start counting every time he says Silicon Graphics?
Yeah, Silicon Graphics. Take a shot every time he brings up Donkey Kong Country.
One question still remains. Why didn't Disney Interactive use Silicon Graphics computers for the entire game? Because Disney would have to be insane to pass up the chance of creating another Donkey Kong Country. You might get so mad at Toy Story that you may want to slam Doom into your Super NES and take out your anger by shooting a bunch of evil aliens. Then again, Doom is an extremely difficult game, so it might just make the problem worse. Take a look at this one. It's a takeoff of Blanca from Street Fighter II. Also notice the similarities to other Street Fighter characters on the package design. Aha! We caught these guys ripping off Capcom. You might think we'd come down hard on Toy Story. Well, we admit we have. It's a shame, though, that the outstanding gameplay quality resulting from the developers' hard work is masked by the impossibly high challenge level. Toy Story is too difficult, like The Lion King. Fortunately for you, though, we've discovered 2 awesome ways to cheat in Toy Story. Unfortunately, there's no way to tell if a game will last, or if a code will be released that makes it yesterday's news. There is, however, one last bastion: role-playing games like Chrono Trigger and Final Fantasy III. These games will never fail you as far as challenge goes. Bottom line, when all is said and done, Toy Story has better gameplay than either of the Donkey Kong Country games, and players should even be able to adjust to the flawed play control. Toy Story's great gameplay is shrouded, however, by frustrating challenge and play control.
I just love how fucking I just love how absolutely contrarian he is. Like, this game's a great game, but also cheating destroys it. But also the challenge is great and you can adjust to it. But also, I can't beat him without cheating. Also, JRPGs, Street Fighter ripoff. You doing okay there?
Yeah, I was just thinking in the shops of occasionally when I used to visit like these pound shops and things, you see like cheap rip-offs like Power Rangers and things. Always made me chuckle. And the names they'd come up with, because it isn't Power Rangers, no, it's their own thing.
I love the fact that in an attempt to do a review of a man who does reviews where he goes off on massive tangents, you've gone off on one.
Well, I tried to keep in the same spirit.
True. Oh, God.
They didn't even talk about parallel universes.
No, he tried, though.
Any game you can complete in half an A-press isn't that challenging.
These games are the beachhead of their respective systems. But which is better? Well, let's go through this point by point. Mario has camera motion during gameplay, but Evil only has it during the hands-off cinema scenes. Evil has real voices for its characters, but Mario and his friends are mute. Mario doesn't require you to solve impossible puzzles to win the game, but Evil has you solve tons of them. Actually, you won't solve tons of them. The game is virtually impossible without the hint book. So what's the bottom line? Super Mario 64 wins by a close call. It's more visual and immersive than Resident Evil. However, to our knowledge, no Nintendo 64 game has voices and dialogue yet. The Super NES didn't start off with Donkey Kong Country quality, so don't expect tomorrow from the N64 today. We still have to wait for the 64DD, as it's called. This disk drive add-on will be used in the N64 games of the future. All this talk makes us wonder, what's going on with Sega? Then why aren't you on top? You make a game like Mario 64 and then we'll talk. Until then, we rest our case.
That's the entire review.
He spent half it talking about Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes. Yes, he did. But also, Resident Evil, shit, it doesn't have camera control, Sam. Mario 64 wins.
And I think the nerd points out that one console, you can like stack a thing onto the console to like improve its processing power. Or, like, no, it was like DLC for some games, wasn't it? You stack a game on a game to get like extra levels.
Yep. I just love the fact that like in the middle of this review, he's like, Resident Evil has voices and Mario doesn't, when he's playing like the first game to actually have fucking voice clips in it. Because it's the one where "Please come to the castle, I baked a cake" comes from. Which is fucking voiced.
And the final line is Pete saying, "Now, let's go bake that cake."
Yep. Oh, Christ.
And what do you call...
Resident Evil is the inferior game, Sam. No camera controls.
No, but it has the live action cutscenes and things, and the hammy acting. And of course, if you get hungry, it even has the Jill sandwich.
True. But it's got no camera controls, so it's shit. I don't think Resident Evil's going to catch on.
Easily the best PlayStation game of the year. This spy thriller from Konami will keep you on your toes, as gameplay is centered on stealth rather than violence. You want to evade your enemies, not confront them. This is easier said than done, but the game's 10 training modes should give you enough preparation. You'll need it, because even your footprints can get you into trouble if you don't watch out.
Whose footprints are these?
Might just be the most stunning display of incompetence.
Did he get the footage from another YouTuber, a man who's very good at playing video games?
I was going to say, like, that looks like something you'd see from Darkside Phil.
Yes. I said he could have easily just ran past him.
With the DualShock controller, you will actually feel his heart attack as the controller vibrates.
Oh yeah, I fucking remember when I played the game and that happened. They had to call 999 for me.
That was me thinking of the scene later on where if, the game directly asks you to put the controller on your arm. It was like, I know, I'll vibrate the nanomachines in your arm, which has a painkilling effect. Or some shit.
Yeah. Oh dear.
You know something's up when this guy has a heart attack too. This can't be for real. What are the odds? Being X-Files graduates, we think it has something to do with implants. You know what they say.
Trust no one, Mr. Mulder.
If you're having trouble beating Psycho Mantis in Metal Gear Solid, just put your controller in the second controller port on the PlayStation. If you do this, he'll go down easily. Like I said, 10-second news.
So let's just address the fact that they have a video of Metal Gear Solid Psycho Mantis. And it's footage of the game, and Psycho Mantis is only in it for like 10 seconds of a 3-minute review.
Yes.
The fuck?
Now, I remember the cutscene going like, I'm going to peer into your mind. My God, that can't be legal. What URL is that? No.
It's Navigate.
Please kill me.
What URL is that? It's navigator.org. It's gaming in the Clinton years. Oh, God.
Well, this took place in the Clinton years, and a lot of people had heart attacks for no reason, and the government wanted them gone.
Are you trying to imply that Bill Clinton started a game review show to get rid of his political enemies?
Yes.
Another thing I love about this guy is just his understated reactions to everything. 2 heart attacks, that can't be right. It has almost the same delivery as that moment from the Doom comic where it's like, now I'm radioactive, that can't be good.
Resident Evil 2 has the same gameplay as the original. In that respect, the game's a disappointment, but no one, including us, will be able to resist this game.
I don't know
disappointment.
I don't know about you, but I didn't play Resident Evil 1 and think, this is a disappointment.
No.
If only I was playing some Mario 64. Oh god, that's why they made the Resident Evil 2 remake. They were like, we need to make this more like Mario 64. Give it a camera.
Oh yeah. Wait. So I was just thinking, has anyone tried to do a backward long jump to get through to the attic quicker? You know, with like Leon going, and then just flies up the stairs past Mr. X. Then he's in the attic. He can grab the thing, go back down.
I mean, you can mod it on PC to turn Leo into Mario, so probably.
What is it going to do in a confrontation with Nemesis? Just grab him by the legs, just swing him out and like throw him out the window.
Yes. And then Nemesis jumps back in through the window twice. Can I just say, that's one of my favourite things about Resident Evil 3, is they had an audio fuck up and it's really fucking funny. Because you hear Nemesis break into the police station before he breaks into the police station.
Really? Basically, you fight him outside the police station and you have an option of trying to find him or running in.
Yeah, but like, because he'll actually jump in for a window. I'm talking about the original PlayStation version, not the remake. Because he jumps in for a window in the PlayStation after he finds a specific item. I forget what, but you hear the sound of him crashing through the window before you go down the stairs, and then when the camera changes angles, he crashes in through the window with the same sound effects.
What, so he broken and like the camera goes like, wait, no, you're a little bit early. Jump back out. Yes. You're like 2 seconds early. Jump out. And then you see him like, he just comes out and then he's like looking through the window and then the camera crew, like guy goes, and then he jumps through the one right next to it.
Yeah, Jill's just like, what's that noise? And then like Mrs. Brown walks in. He's fucking Nemesis. He's breaking through the fucking walls again. Have you seen Mrs. Brown's boys?
Just bits and pieces.
Okay. Like, the entire charm of that show, over than the comedy, is that they leave all the outtakes in the show because it's filmed on like a set in front of an audience.
Yep.
And there's one bit where like the cameraman actually just smashed the camera through one of the set walls.
Oh, because she forgets like a purse or something, so she just walks across the set to the other room to go get it.
No. The cameraman. Yeah, that was a good one. But like, there's one where the cameraman actually punched the camera through a wall by accident while doing a zoom in.
Oh, yes, please. What's up?
Ken's after knocking the fucking wall down here.
They make fun of that in a Robin Hood film.
Anyway.
The gore is not the big draw here, at least not for us. It's the suspense, the eerie music, the awesome full-motion video.
But was the full motion video made in silicon graphics computers?
We really get annoyed with having to shoot a zombie 10 times before it's actually dead. This kind of ridiculous crap really slows down the game, and we're forced to suffer this unrealistic gimmick every time we find a zombie. And that happens a lot. In fact, you usually find zombies hanging together in huge crowds.
Zombies are social creatures.
Resident Evil 2, on the whole, is an excellent game that no one should be without. It's no Tomb Raider, but we shouldn't expect it to be either.
It's no Tomb Raider?
What the fuck was that comparison? I love the fact like this guy just chose wild comparisons out of nowhere.
Well, so when he walks into the police station, is he just going to see Lara Croft? Wait, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? This is my house. It's a police station.
Actually, it's an art gallery, and then Nathan Drake runs out the other way because he's looking for El Dorado in the Raccoon City Police Department.
Oh god, the reason Tomb Raider is there, it's just a couple looking at El Dorado.
Yeah.
Remember in the original game, there's a load of statues in there.
Because Chief Irons imports it from Peru.
Oh god. There's a piece of text in game which the secretary is complaining about the number of statues the chief is buying, so it's possible.
Oh yeah.
So it was in America for a time.
The controls still have that watch where you're going, I overshot the doorway feel, but by now everyone's used to this style of control, so we're giving it a generous C. Everything else gets an A. Resident Evil 2 comes highly recommended.
Why is that in the same graphics as the game?
What is this review criteria? Challenge A, Control C. What the fuck's your scale here?
And gameplay. Hang on. With the camera cuts, would that be more gameplay than control?
How the fuck have you got gameplay as an A when you've put control as a C?
Yeah.
What? What the fuck did he give Toy Story? Oh, that's even better. Some of the reviewers have like and scores and some of them don't.
So how would you score these reviews out of 10?
This is so piss poorly put together.
So from A to 10, how would you score this review?
I think I give Control D. Durability gets an A. Gameplay gets a C. Overall experience, Iraqi stand stats are complete nonsense.
Yes. Oh God, is that what we're going to have to do when we review things? Yeah, we're going to have to create like a JoJo style review thing.
I can absolutely do as a JoJo style review thing. If you want, like, what you want is the sex criteria, tell me now and I'll have the engineer make one.
Just make them different every time.
Okay.
No, do it, or we make the scores just almost random every time. Man, this game, Hong Kong 97. We're going to put Control as an A. You can definitely get across the screen very easily. Gameplay, I'm going to have as a B. It's very good at what it does. but you don't do a lot.
I'll
Story, I'd say C. It could be better. Music, E. It's one good song, but it's only one song.
I can't get over how fucking creepy Bill Clinton's face looks.
What's this video going to be called? Let's find it edited. Bill Clinton searches for El Dorado.
We've got to give it, like, we've got to try and give this one like a vaguely clickbaity title, like we found the most psychotic game reviews ever or something. It is though. This is like something a serial killer puts together in his basement when he's about to, like, you know what I mean? This is like when you have a horror movie and the serial killer's like chopping bodies up so he can arrange them to make like his dead wife's birthday party or something.
Make his dead wife or birthday party? Or make his dead wife's birthday party?
Make
what kind of birthday did she have to suffer through? He's trying to make it up to her. Look, I know I couldn't get you fresh people. I had to get you freeze-dried. Sorry, they just go off too quick. But next year, I promise you, they'll be alive.
Overall party experience. Gameplay A. Control C.
Company C. They were dead.
Oh, dude. The cake B. Overall experience A.
How would you rate Bill Clinton's library experience?
Lower than I'd rate his saxophone experience. Oh, he had experience blowing in more ways than one.
Yep.
Sony's biggest game before the November release of Crash Bandicoot Warped is Spyro the Dragon. You've no doubt seen the ads all over TV. While Spyro is a solid B game,
Oh, is that the start of the review now?
Sorry. It's just about Control B, difficulty C.
Wait, does that mean it's not difficult or it is?
For fuck's sake, he's beating us to our own joke. Not even he can keep his review stats consistent.
Yeah, difficulty. I mean, it's like, nah, it's not really difficult. I mean, it's no Dark Souls.
Hang on, engineer. Okay, engineer, just while we have this freeze framed on the screen, I want you to go to like 7 or 8 more reviews and then screen cap the actual stats and just put them on the screen next to this, so the audience can see like how wildly different the stats are.
What? So there's going to be 5 different reviews?
Because the last one had gameplay. This one has a stat for design. Like, find more inconsistencies, engineer.
Oh wait, he won't rate the gameplay because it's on par with Super Mario 64 because it has the movable camera.
Yep.
control is very important in a 3D game. Spyro's control feels a tad loose.
Spyro's control feels a tad loose. That's why I decided to give it a B. Fuck me. How bad does it have to be to go down to a C?
We're not being picky, but we do have to say that this is only a minor flaw. The dual shock controller really vibrates in this game, a nice peripheral feature.
When you feel Spyro's heart attack, you really feel Spyro's heart attack.
Wait, does he have information on the Clintons?
Oh god, Spyro's gonna fight Psycho Mantis. Please, for fuck's sake, contact me if you want to draw that. I'll pay good money.
Well, so some professional artist is watching this show and saying, man, these reviews are shit. Oh, look, a new customer.
Not professional artists, but like some random furry artists might twig on and be like...
So when he's presenting, he says, you know, I usually draw animals in weird sexual positions, but I decided to draw a dragon being killed by the Clintons using Psycho Mantis as their tool. It's not what I usually do. I hope you like it. This is getting into Jim will paint it territory. Can you draw Psycho Mantis killing Spyro on behalf of the Clintons?
No, I don't want Psycho Mantis killing Spyro. I just want the two of them fighting. Look, man, I've paid for weirder pictures in the past.
Oh, Hartman's painting.
Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah, I'll pay money to have Spyro fighting Psycho Mantis. Fuck it, I might even commission the same guy.
Is he just going to say, now this is the weird... Now, I'm saying this, and this means a lot. This is the weirdest request I've ever gotten.
I'm actually going to see if I can find someone to do that before this video goes out now.
I wonder if you'll actually contact Jim will paint it, see if he'll do it as well.
In most games, you have to bust open crates or creatures to expose gems or items, but half the time you're going so fast that you miss the gem while busting through things. In Spyro, the gem draws to you once it's exposed, so there's none of this circling back business for every stupid gem. This incredibly small touch shows a real concentration on maximizing the gameplay experience. Another example of this commitment to quality are the two options for camera movement, active and passive. Active.
Is that your computer or is
No,
it
that's his audio glitching.
music? 7 out of 5.
This before, but we haven't seen Crash Bandicoot Warped. That problem is solved by pressing L1 and triangle on the title screen. You'll access a playable sneak peek at Crash's upcoming adventure.
Crash, what do you suppose happened to Cortex? And what about the Cortex Vortex? It's still up there.
Oh, no, okay, no. We're just going to give us a cheat and show footage of an unrelated game. Good. I'm glad.
Let's get into territory of American Dad speedruns.
Got a review of Mario RPG. Oh, I have to see this. Maybe he'll pump Bill Clinton to the moon. No, not Bill Clinton. It was
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Well, not Jimmy Carter. Someone who looks like Jimmy Carter from the back.
We don't know if it was Jimmy Carter. We can only see him from the back. This is the rest of the review. Now it's just like reacting to random footage. By the way.
So what do you think Super Mario RPG is about? Saving the princess? Wrong. In the very beginning of the game, Bowser does kidnap the famous lady of video games.
What the fuck was that sentence? The famous lady of video games.
Makes it sound like a... I don't want to say it, we might get demonetized.
I was going to say it makes it sound like he's describing that Marilyn Monroe painting.
Oh, yeah.
You rescue her after a quick battle on a falling chandelier. Then a huge living sword named Smitty drops from the sky and smashes into Bowser's castle, throwing everyone outside. The princess and Bowser are lost, and you have to find them. At an odd point in your quest, you actually join your enemy, Bowser, and discover the princess in Booster's tower. Who the heck is Booster?
Booster Gold?
Why the fuck have you randomly skipped to stuff in the middle of this review? Like, he just skipped to, like, the 6th dungeon. No, really. What the fuck?
Wait, so Booster Gold went back in time to find glory in the battle for Princess's Castle against the giant sword?
Yes. Good, this is going well so far. I can't wait to see what his fucking review stats for this are.
Super Mario RPG is full of fun. The battle controls are the best of any RPG. Other Nintendo characters also have cameos. Donkey Kong appears in the jungle.
But it's Donkey Kong rendered in Silicon graphics computers.
I doubt that that's why they could only animate him for that one scene.
When you start this game up, you'll notice the paw edging around Princess Peach. This is something else. Like, just goes wildly from point to point. Oh, the princess sword. You can find a secret here in this dungeon. Oh, this is a kissing scene here. This game, fun minecart game. This is like, I know what this is. This is the review equivalent of that bit where Chris tried to describe how a microwave worked to me. And he was like, it might be photons, it might be gamma rays. I'm not sure. I failed science. I'm pretty sure it's photons though, but maybe not. Pete, I'm tired. Help.
Yeah, when someone tries to describe a machine and then they have to clarify, now I failed science, that's usually a bad sign.
Some games really tick you off from time to time. Super Mario RPG is one of them. In one section of the game, you have to climb vines to reach Nimbus Land, which is floating high in the sky. Our game guy Tom Allen was so mad, he almost broke his controller in half. The play control in this area is awful, especially this jump right here. He's still trying to make this jump without falling. We'll have the ending to this otherwise fun game on a future episode, so keep watching the show for more coverage of that famous mustachioed plumber.
So anyway, here's the review. We couldn't finish the review, so here's kind of the first half of it. We're probably not going to make a second half to it. Anyway, score, story, 5 out of 10. We haven't finished it.
5 out of 10. I had to put a cheat in to use this game, so 4 out of 5. The game is too easy.
Oh yeah, it's too games where you have to put cheat codes into it are too easy. Anyway, so write down this code to help you beat the game.
Yeah, but this is the thing, though, because we're only watching a small cross-section of the videos because we don't have the time to do all of them. I've seen other ones, and he actually does just go, I put a code in to beat this game, and it took all the challenge out. 4 out of 7.
So he's filled with less patience.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll see if I can find one in a minute. Oh god, Tomb Raider 2. 2 more and then call it an end to this video because this is like gone into strange fucking territory. We've got
gone into strange territory.
Yeah,
Now, are you saying that? Oh, it was going pretty well, and then we just took some weird tangents, and I don't think we're going to be monetized anymore.
It was
Did
going-
it take a weird direction when I started talking about the paintings?
It was going well up until you suggested that I commission weird furry art. You have your version of history, I have mine. I feel like I've wandered... I do feel like I've just wandered into the lair of a serial killer, though. Like, if I watch enough of these reviews, I'll summon the fucking Zodiac Killer in my house or something. Like Bloody Mary style.
Well, so you'll smash through the window, and then we have to... No, wait, you haven't watched this video yet.
Smash
you're
through
early
the
by like
window
5
again.
seconds.
Yeah, smash through the window again later.
So he then has to hang back while the special effects crew put a new window in. So he's like having a cigarette, and then we're watching the video, and then me have to crane round and give him like the thumbs up to smash through the window at the right time, and I have to scream but make it not look like I've already turned round to give him the thumbs up. So I have to turn round to then scream, and then turn round to actually look at what's happened, even though.
If we ever get the money, we need to write this down and make this into a low budget horror film. Could that be so fucking funny?
Two people watching a video review with tangents go on tangents while the serial killer tries to kill them.
Yeah, and then the serial killer comes in. Like, we could make it like Scream, but with less budget.
That's the, you know those Game Grumps like animated things?
Yeah.
It's basically turning into one of them.
I mean, pretty much.
Like the, what was it, Trauma Hospital Second Opinion?
Yeah, nurse, I can't get a foot pulse. Except here it's Bill Clinton trying to, like, bludgeon me to death with a saxophone.
Where's he feeling for a pulse? I'm guessing something's pulsing.
I love your gigantic animosity towards Bill Clinton. Like, what the fuck has Bill Clinton done to you? Like, did Bill Clinton what the fuck? Did he steal your kidneys as a child or something?
Well, you think after he left his library, he flew a plane over here and then found me in the night, broke in from my window, and I said, "Look, I'm not asleep yet. Just give it like half an hour." And then half an hour, he came back after the special effects group put a new window in, broke in, but quietly, and with his, surgical skills, he's secretly the Zodiac Killer, I'm guessing, stole both my kidneys, dumped me in a bath full of ice, because I was such a young child. You know, young children can survive from injuries, they don't break, they bounce. My kidneys, they just grew back. And so he went on a plane with like a very weird suitcase that was humming with like a refrigeration unit in it, like a massive cool box. And he had to fly over and sell them on the black market. What would he buy with that money, with all that dark money?
I can think of a couple of suggestions. I'm going to start off my own presidency, Hillary, with blackjack and hookers. In fact, forget the presidency. I've got me some black market kidney money, baby. And neurosyphilis.
Wait, is that how he put it? Oh, is this the secret story?
What, the secret story of you having syphilis?
No, of him stealing my organs when I sleep. I got better, and that's how he got it. He actually used the white organ money. He went to the hotel room, binged on like cocaine and hookers and things like that, and when he woke up, he had syphilis.
I'm going to laugh so hard if we end up getting a lawsuit off of Bill Clinton for this.
And because he's such a skilled surgeon, he didn't even leave any scars. Can't find any scars on my body.
Oh, Christ.
You know, because he's secretly the Zodiac Killer, apparently.
And that's the story of why Sam hates Bill Clinton.
Much of Tomb Raider 2 is set outside, a refreshing change from the original.
What?
Hang on. There are several levels in the first one which are outside.
Yeah, but they couldn't render the sky. Can remember in Tomb Raider 1 the sky is just black. That's probably why he thinks it's all indoors. Oh God.
The mountain area looks pretty cool, and so does the underwater area. You are inside a sunken ship that is upside down. Yes, have fun walking on the ceiling. And take a look at those sharks. Talk about spooky. IDOS describes its next game, Death Trap Dungeon, as a hack-and-slash 3D action combat game. Hack-and-slash is definitely on the mark. The flying body parts were certainly, well, noticeable, to put it mildly.
What's this has to do with Tomb Raider?
Sorry, I thought this was a review of Tomb Raider. What the fuck?
So all of a sudden, Lara Croft, when her guns aren't working on someone, she just gets out a massive fucking sword and starts dismembering people.
No. She pulls out a saxophone and starts bludgeoning them to death, and she's like, the president gave this to me.
What, he had to sell his saxophone for more hooker money?
He had to sell his saxophone to buy surgical tools.
Oh, okay. You see, you need this. How much do you want for it? $50? Deal. Oh, you might want to wear gloves while handling this. It's, let's just say I didn't wash my hands.
$50. Also, you have to let me suck your dick.
What? What?
Bill Clinton's desperate to sell that saxophone.
Hang on. Sorry. Did he only find out about Tomb Raider on like some obscure Tumblr page or something and saying, "Oh, you do have one, don't you?" No, that's not how like biology works, like at all. But I'm sure this one web page says that you do. Is that someone's fan art? Oh my god, is that legal to draw? But isn't this like a photograph of you, a portrait? No, it's not. Go get away from me, like creepy man.
I thought that like she'd sent a middleman out, like she'd sent the butler out to Bill Clinton to buy the saxophone.
What? And so he only knows about it like from a Craigslist pic or something, and someone swaps it with like some really obscure trans fan art or something.
No, I just think she sends the butler out, but Bill Clinton's like really desperate to get that saxophone off his hands. Also, for the sake of comedy, it's Chris Barry as the butler.
Now, I was wondering if it was going to be that guy from the Mission Impossible films. One of them in Dubai, he's dressed as a butler, and he has to pick it up with his like fake hand. And when he gets inside, he's like trying to clean it, while with his other hand, he's giving Bill Clinton like the diamonds.
And Bill Clinton's still in the process of sucking him off.
Jesus Christ, who isn't he sucking off? No, he's trying to give him the diamonds while cleaning it with like third hand, and Lara's like, "No, I'm not touching that. It's just Jesus Christ. Why am I giving you diamonds for this instrumental?" Anyway,
It only says in response,
it's at this point Lara locks both of them in the freezer and tries to forget they ever happened.
And Bill Clinton, sadly, Bill Clinton just uses the freezer as an opportunity to steal one of the butler's kidneys as well.
Does he get pneumonia from like the cold or something?
What, Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
No, Bill's invincible. He's protected by all the STDs. Oh, God.
What the hell?
There are going to be lawsuits up the arse.
Yeah, that's probably where it's going.
Oh.
I mean, were you just browsing fan art and said, I know this really obscure fan art. I'm a favour of this guy. I know this guy. I'm going to promote this guy's specific fan art of Tomb Raider, how she really looks. And if you like put that picture up on this video, even if censored, we're going to get banned by the FBI or something. And our house raided.
Bill Clinton wakes up. Oh boy, it's 3 a.m. Time to browse my favourite Tomb Raider fan art. Right, sorry. We were watching him review a different game in the middle of a Tomb Raider review.
The game has lots of booby traps like Tomb Raider, and no, we're not talking about Lara's earrings, if you know what I mean.
No, what do you mean? What?
Earrings or a booby trap?
Hang on.
The game has lots of booby traps like Tomb Raider, and no, we're not talking about Lara's earrings, if you know what I mean.
Is he trying to imply that Tomb Raider has pierced nipples? That's well, that's what it sounds like.
Bill Clinton would know the truth. He's of course seen her portrait.
Yeah, but he's too busy sucking off the butler.
Most surprising are the network and modem play options for up to 4 players.
Fuck was that script?
So who was making that sound? The butler or Bill Clinton?
Oh God, I like to think that's the sound of like little 5-year-old you who's had his kidney stolen.
Oh no, I was asleep at the time. Remember? Even though he broke down the window, he did it very quietly.
Well, as we all know, like Bill Clinton's a master of fucking stealth. Like the only person who can take him on is Ronald Reagan and his crack drug squad. I think I've talked about this before, but that's an actual thing that someone made. Like, there's a comic book where Ronald Reagan's a superhero. Who, like, he leads a commando squad to fight drug dealers. And, like, in other countries. It's amazing. It's so bad.
Fighting Force completes the 1997 IDOS trilogy. What you see here is from a very early version of the game. Look at that! You can jump out of the battle arena and walk on air. You sure won't see that in the finished version. Fighting Force is more like Double Dragon than Street Fighter, and by the time the game is released, it will have lots more enemies than you see here. Major kudos go to IDOS for making sensible button sequences for combos, like XXX. Why can't all the other fighting games be so user-friendly?
What? Sorry. The button combination for obscure moves, they're too hard. I want combinations like XXX.
Fighting games need to be more accessible to the common layman, some like Phil. Oh god, this is the secret origin of Darkseid Phil. He was cloned from this guy's DNA and put in half a ham sandwich. Scientists across this man, I think his name's like John Ward or something, they've taken his DNA...
Well, you're doxing him now. Oh, was Bill Clinton going to go after him too? Knows his name now. He's going to go into local library, spends a lot of time in the library, look at the phone directory and try and find him. Good, there's only 987 people that name in the US. Guess I'm up for one hell of a road trip. There's getting into a camper van, loading his knives and surgery equipment in. We're going to be gone for a while.
Don't be running in presidential elections while I'm gone.
Why can't all the other fighting games be so user-friendly? Anyway, that's all we have to show you. Remember, these are developmental versions from July, so don't make any judgments based on what you've seen here.
So just to recap, his review of Tomb Raider 2 was, this game takes place outside sometimes. Oh, look at those sharks.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Is this entire video just going to be called The Tales of Bill Clinton?
I want... the title's probably... It's going to be something like, we watch psychotic game reviews while discussing Bill Clinton. In fact, yeah, that's a good title. Let's go with that. Oh, God. Let's watch the GoldenEye review, and then I think we'll finish off there before this gets any more depraved.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I mean, after this, Bill Clinton's going to give someone a GoldenEye.
Who's going to be looking down his barrel?
Engineer, just take the James Bond intro gun thing and put Bill Clinton's face inside the barrel, please. And then instead of the blood, just edit it so it's white. Broken. Sounds broken.
Yeah, it's PTSD from my organs being stolen all these years ago.
You don't eat for that. You need to take a few showers before you take a few showers.
That is, of course, the best cure for PTSD.
Yep.
The name's Bond. James Bond. GoldenEye is basically a first-person shooter game, the genre popularized by Doom. Nintendo has emphasized that GoldenEye is not just another Doom clone. This may be true, but GoldenEye hardly redefines the genre. The graphics are excellent, except for the blocky human figures. The surface textures are beautiful, and you can see far into the distance. You can see even further with a sniper rifle, which lets you zoom in on the horizon to aim at unsuspecting guards. The zoom feature on this gun can be awkward though, especially when you're aiming at an alarm button which you want to destroy. There's an easy solution to this problem. Don't use the sniper rifle for aiming at objects.
I'm having difficulty using my sniper hitting an object that's literally a meter in front of me. Maybe I should just walk up to it.
Is this... Yeah, maybe it's this, Phil. A fight against the end. I better get out my shotgun.
Yeah, no, they've taken this guy's DNA and spliced it with a ham sandwich and some gout, and the result was Phil.
Regardless of the difficulty, the game is automatically saved after you beat any stage. Without this feature, beating the game would be impossible. In fact, beating the game is impossible on the higher difficulty levels. Do yourself a favor. Don't even try them. Moving over to Play Control, you can adjust the commands assigned to each button on your controller without any trouble. You will surely want to change from the default controls to make the game handle more like Turok, Dinosaur Hunter.
Okay, if you say so, what the fuck? Chorrock, Tomb Raider, for fuck's sake, this is Chris. Explain the microwave.
If you beat the game on the hardest mode, you will open up hidden levels for the 4-player minigames, which we can't show you because we only have one controller. And frankly, we don't care about the multiplayer stuff. No one buys a game specifically for multiplayer options.
Yeah, about that.
Oh, sweet summer child.
GoldenEye is an excellent game, even with its flaws. Experienced players will beat it quickly, though, so some of you might be better off renting it. Our last note regarding this game is about the bungee jumping scene. Look at this. It looks like he's jumping without a rope. To make matters worse, the camera is all screwed up. He jumps. He jumps again, from a different angle. What the heck?
He had to bungee jump to break through the window before he broke through the window.
No, he had to bungee jump. Then there's like a very long ladder. He had to climb all the way up it, and a song started playing. Got to the top of the ladder. I was like, all right, James, you got that angle. Now we're going to be under you. Like there's a helicopter directly under you with a guy standing out, like holding on with a like camcorder, trying to get the angle. And you have to bungee jump straight down, trying to avoid the rotor blades. And once we do that, we should be good for the third angle.
I'm not sure that's entirely necessary, Q.
He jumps again, from a different angle. What the heck? Is this some new funky directing style or what? Okay, enough of Bond.
Just enough of Bond?
What the fuck was that about to go into then?
You're going to have to engineer, go full, like CSI and enhance it to see what it is.
That looks
Crisis Core?
I have no idea. Look. It's Tetris. It's fucking Tetris.
Tetris.
I think that's Tetris. Fuck it.
What the hell?
Good, so, this has been an incredibly bizarre look at one of the strangest review channels I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, it is just like if Phil was doing reviews, and he's so contrarian and all over the place, and I just don't know what I've stumbled across. And again, they have like 1,000 videos, and we took a look at like, what, 7 of them? Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
In 7 videos, we reviewed about, what, 30 games?
I think in 7 videos, I've lost about 6 years of my life.
Yeah, I've lost years of my life as well. Mainly due to organ damage.
Yeah. Oh, dear, you should get that looked at.
They mostly grew back.
Oh, dear. Just make sure that you wear a cop in case he comes back again. Oh, dear. Got any final thoughts on this guy's incredibly weird channel?
5 out of 7.
Yeah.
Not enough water.
Oh, dear. Overall story experience B. Overall experience A. Quality G. Reviewer S. Darkside Phil V. Good, I think that's just about some. Any final thoughts? Final thoughts?
How much showers am I going to have to take to escape the memories of Bill Clinton?
At least 26.
My water bill's going to go through the roof. I know, what I can do is I can sell my organs on the black market to build up enough money to take those showers.
I was going to say at least that's the only bill that's going for your roof. Bill Clinton just parachutes in.
Oh no, he's too busy driving around America looking for the creator of this, isn't he?
Yeah, but like he'll finish and then he'll just like shoot himself up into space with Jimmy Carter, and then he'll parachute back into your house.
What, from space?
Yeah,
like, he's gonna in a spacesuit. Gets it, all right, and he drops and like opens the parachute. Why isn't this working?
Yeah.
I know. My chute must be faulty. I'll use my reserve. So he takes off the main chute, and he has reserve. Oh no, this isn't working either. I know. I'll just use my other reserve. Oh no, I only had one reserve.
No, he unbuckles the parachutes and just falls to earth in his spacesuit like a meteor. He plows through the roof of your house and there's a crater, and then like he just gets off. He pulls the spacesuit helmet off. All right, I'm here to suck that dick.
We are going to hell.
I did not have sexual relationship with that man's kidneys.
Oh, fuck.
Like, Bill Clinton's just jacking it off into the freezer that has your kidneys.
Oh.
Good. And
Talk about cold cocked.
And on that terrible, terrible note, I
The
think...
engineer's probably going to have to edit out like 50% of this.
On that terrible, terrible note, I think it's time to end the video there. We'll see you for whatever fucking project we do next.
Project next. We go into a mental hospital. Review. Accommodation. 6 out of 7. It's alright. But there's no room service.
It's alright, but there's no room service and Bill Clinton's still sucking his dick. He's just got a grip like a vice. We got to the mental hospital check-in desk.
Check-in deck. Oh, what? Saying, do you have a slot? I know. The one behind the... Just some fucking Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Saying, you get a slot, but you have to win.
Oh, no.
Which deck do you want me to use?
No, I was
that one. Alright.
We get to check in and we're like, do you have any accommodation? And the nurse is like, just this way, please. And she opens the side door and then we're just suddenly inexplicably on a ship.
On a ship?
Yeah, it's the check-in deck. No, we get to the check-in desk and you're just like, can you please help me? He's been latched onto there for about a month now. Are you okay? You have the facial expression like a relative's just died.
This kind of vibe just died inside.
Oh god, I think we need to end this here before it gets any more depraved.
Any more depraved? Oh, jeez.
Good night, everybody.